Hi, I'm Christopher Cribb. I'm going to be doing my perfect skills video. First, let's start with hand hygiene. Okay, I'm going to turn on my water, allow it to get hot. Okay, I'm going to apply a good amount of soap after I have gotten my hands nice and wet. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on scrubbing for about 20 seconds. Getting in between each finger, the backs of my hands, and my wrists. Scrubbing the palms with my nails. Getting underneath the nails. And once I've washed really well, I'm going to rinse, making sure I do not touch the sink. If I do, I would start over. I'm going to dry my hands from the wrist down. Okay. I will use a paper towel to turn off the faucet. And I will go and don my PPE. All right, let's start by putting on the gown because my patient has contact precautions. Okay, let's put it on. Going to tie my gown. Okay. And now I'm going to put on my gloves. And the thing with my gloves, I'm going to make sure that the cuff of the glove goes over the cuff of the sleeve. Okay, I have my PPE on. I am going to go and wake up my patient and get them ready for the day. Knock, knock.
Come in.
Good morning. My name is Christopher. I'm going to be your nursing student from UNC Pembroke today. Could you tell me your name and your date of birth?
Landon Shelley, 09/23/2004.
Okay, I'm going to just check your wristband to make sure, okay? All right, that looks good. Well, like I said, my name is Christopher, so I'm just going to be here today helping you do some normal daily activities, okay? I think I'm going to start off, I'm going to brush your teeth, your denture is at the bedside, and I'm going to do some oral care. I'm going to give you a full bed bath and change your sheets afterwards. And then we're going to put on some TED hose, which are just like some tight stockings to help. And then your SCDs, they pump up your legs, so just make sure that we don't get blood clots, okay? All that sounds good for you? Okay. And it should only take me about 30-45 minutes max.
Okay.
All right, now do you have any allergies since I will be using soap?
No.
No allergies? All right, so I'm gonna make sure I got my belongings gathered and I'm gonna get started, okay? All right, I'm gonna go and do hand hygiene. I've gotten all of my things for my bed bath. And I'm gonna start out by having my client check the water, okay? All right, could you check that for me? All right.
That feels good.
Okay. And now, do you like to be called Mr. Shelley, Mr. Landon, or anything else?
Just Landon's fine.
Landon? All right, Landon. I'm gonna get started, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my soap and my water ready. Since he's checked it and it's good, and I do have a basin that is just plain water. Can you check this one as well, just in case? Okay. So let's start out by washing your face. I'm gonna do your eyes and I'm gonna work my way out, but I'm not gonna use any soap on your eyes, okay?
Okay.
So, just gonna get a wet washcloth. All right, Landon. I've got my bed up at a nice working level height for me. I'm a little short, so this ended up being perfect. Okay? I'm gonna start with the inside of your eye and work my way out. Okay? I'm gonna change the other side of the. Okay. Turn it. And now I'm going to do the rest of your face. And I'm gonna go underneath your neck. And behind your ears. There we go. Looks good. Okay. I'll dispose of my washcloth appropriately, and I'm going to dry dry the face. All right, same process, inner to outer. Okay, and around the face. Okay. And under the neck. And last, could you turn your head to the left for me? Let me get behind that ear good and dry. And towards me. All right. You still doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. Landon. So now that I have washed your face, I'm gonna go ahead and start with your extremities. That's just like your arms, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let me get my soapy water. And can I have you lift your arm for me? But after I do that, I'm gonna get a bath sheet and I'm gonna cover you, okay? Okay. So I'm just gonna set this here for now. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep you covered, okay?
Okay.
So that way you're not exposed to the world. Mr. Landon, hold this for me. I'm gonna also remove your gown as well, okay?
Okay.
Now, are any of your arms weak, maybe from a stroke or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Looks good. I'm gonna go to the other side. Taking off this side of the gown. And if it was tied, I would untie it. All right, Mr. Landon, just hold that top sheet for me like you're getting ready to be snuggled up in bed, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna just roll this down. Making sure that it does not go onto me, but I'm also keeping you covered as well. Okay, and I'm going to dispose of this properly. Okay. Now, as instructed earlier, we're going to start with your upper extremities, okay?
Okay.
Can you expose that arm out for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna lay this down. This is just gonna keep the bed from getting too wet, and it's also gonna allow me to dry your arm, okay?
Okay.
Okay, yep, looks great. All right. I've got my soapy water here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start at your fingertips. We're gonna get underneath all those nails, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna support your arm. Get good and in between the fingers. And I'm gonna work my way up your arm with firm strokes. Okay, I'm gonna lift up for me. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way up to what we call the axillary. That's just gonna be your underarm, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dispose of this washcloth. Get one to rinse. Same method, starting at the fingertips. And work my way up. Okay. And now we're going to dry, Mr. Landon, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna wrap your arm up. and dry. Okay. And could you lift that arm for me? Great. Okay. So I would dispose of this, and what I would do at this point is I'm going to make sure that I keep him covered, go to the opposite side of the bed, and repeat the same process for the left arm. All right, Mr. Landon, now that I've gotten both of your arms nice and clean, we're gonna do your chest, okay? And your abdomen area, okay?
Okay.
So, same process. I'm gonna pull this back just to about the belly button area, okay?
Okay.
Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, same process as before. We're gonna start with some nice warm soapy water, okay?
All right.
All right, I'm gonna start at your chest and just wash your entire chest, okay? Going down to your abdomen. Okay, dispose of my washcloth. And we're gonna rinse on the chest, the shoulders, down to the abdomen. Okay, and now we're gonna dry. Okay, I like to do this. I'm gonna lay this across you, and I'm gonna dab you dry, okay? All right, and dispose of all of those. Does that feel okay? You feel nice and dry?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. Landon, I'm gonna cover you back up, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna go down to your legs, okay? So I will have to expose this leg, but the same way I'm gonna put a towel up under your leg, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's expose this leg. Can you bring it towards me just a little bit? All right, I'm gonna pull it to about the groin area. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you lift that leg up as high as you can, and I will support it for you. I'm gonna tuck this underneath. Okay. All right. Gonna get my nice soapy water. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wash from the ankle up to the groin, like about the hips area, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll do your feet separate, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna support this leg at the knee for you. I'm gonna do long, firm strokes all the way up to the groin. Support this and get underneath. Okay. Same concept. Dispose of that properly. Get the rinse supporting at the ankle. Okay, and I'm gonna lay it flat. I'm gonna rinse the top part, okay? Okay. Dispose of this as well. And I'm gonna, now I would cover the leg back up, change my washcloths again, go to the left side, repeat the same process. All right, Mr. Landon, now that we've got both legs nice and washed and dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do some foot care on you. Get these toes ready and good for the day, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, let's get some nice soapy water. I am going to take another towel, but I'm just gonna use a washcloth for this time. I'm gonna put it right under the heel, okay? Okay, I'm gonna get my soapy water, and I'm gonna start with these toenails. Now, are you a diabetic before I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Regardless of whether our patient is a diabetic or not, you're gonna be very mindful to get in between the toes. You're gonna wanna wash and dry them and rinse them very well. All right, Mr. Landon, let's get your toes, okay? All right. Get in between each toe and underneath. I'm gonna do the top of your foot and your heels. All right. And I'm now going to rinse, making sure I get all the soap from in between the toes. Go up the foot, around the heel. Okay. And dispose. And we're gonna take this towel and we're gonna dry just like we did before, okay?
Okay.
All right, I've got the rest of the foot. Now let's get in between those toes really well, okay?
Okay.
Does that feel all right? Doesn't hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. It's a good thing you're not too ticklish. I don't want to get kicked today. All right. So I am going to repeat this exact same process on the left foot as well. What I'm gonna do once both feet are clean is I'm going to dispose of both my soapy water and my rinse water. Okay, and so at this point now I have new fresh water. Alright, Mr. Landon, I am now going to do your back and your bottom, okay?
Okay.
So are you able to turn?
Yes.
Alright, so let me set the head of your bed down a little bit, just so that way it is a little easier for you to turn, okay?
Okay.
Alright, Mr. Landon, I am ready. If you could just turn and hold on to that rail for me. I'm gonna keep this sheet to keep you covered, okay?
Okay.
Alright, does that feel alright?
Mm-hmm.
Here, lift up your head for me. Let me put this pillow underneath, so that way your neck is supported, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to expose your back, okay?
All right.
Okay. So, I'm gonna have my soapy water and my rinse water. I'm gonna do long, firm strokes straight down the back. And I'm gonna stop about where the buttocks start. Okay. Dispose of this washcloth. Get my rinse. Doing the same motions. Okay. And I am going to do a dab dry, similar to the way that I did the abdomen. Okay. That feel nice and dry for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so as I discussed with you before, I am gonna clean your bottom as well, but that's still okay, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna expose you just a little, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So with the bottom, the biggest thing you wanna do with your soapy water is you're gonna want to go from front to back, and you're gonna wanna go from inner to outer. Okay, so we would clean that way, turn the washcloth, clean inner to outer and inner to outer. Same concept with the rinse, front to back, inner to outer, inner to outer. Dispose, and we're gonna dry. Same way, inner to outer, front to back. Okay, you feel nice and dry?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. Landon, you can go ahead and come back and lay on your back, okay? All right, lift that head for me. All right, I'm gonna go and change my water again, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay, this is my fresh new water. Can you check it again for me just to make sure?
That feels good.
Still feels good? Okay. Let's check both of them just to make sure.
That feels good.
Okay. So now, Landon, Mr. Landon, this is where we're gonna go. It's gonna be a little more private. This is gonna be what we call the perineum area. It's basically just your genitals, okay?
Okay.
Are you okay with me washing that today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, would you prefer me to hold the sheet and work underneath, or are you okay with me pulling the sheet back?
You can pull the sheet back.
Okay, so, but I'm gonna still try to keep you as covered as possible, okay? So this client is a male client, so the biggest thing you're gonna want to focus on is if he is circumcised or uncircumcised. If he is uncircumcised male, you're gonna wanna make sure that you pull the foreskin back, and you're gonna clean from the tip of the penis, the head of the penis, down through the base. And you're gonna wanna do that in circular motions. After you wash with the soapy water, you're gonna do the exact same thing with the rinse. You're gonna clean from the tip of the penis down to the base. And if he is uncircumcised, you're gonna wanna make sure that that foreskin is pulled back after you dry, because you wanna make sure you wanna get the entire genital area dry. All right, Mr. Landon, do you feel okay now? Everything's good and clean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna cover you back. So now that we have gotten you good and clean, let's go ahead and change these dirty sheets, okay?
Okay.
That sounds good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands, do my good hand hygiene, and I'm going to change my gloves. I'm gonna put on your fresh gown now that I'm back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So let's put on this gown today. And you did instruct me that you don't have a weak side, correct?
Correct.
All right, so let's just start with this arm since it's the closest to us. Okay. I'm going to lay this across. I'm gonna come to that side, okay? Just so that way I'm not working over you. Okay. It's gonna feel funny because I'm gonna put it on over the sheet for now.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second, bend that for me. Okay, we got a snap that's not done. Okay, and up through. All right, Mr. Landon. Now, can you do me a favor? Can you hold on to this just while I pull this down just a little?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That feel all right?
Yes.
All right, now let's cover you back up though, okay? Because I want to be able to keep you covered whenever I turn you since your back is exposed, okay?
Okay.
All right. I remember you told me earlier that you're good with turning.
Mm-hmm.
So could you do me a favor? Could you turn to that left side and hold on to that rail for me?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take, lift that hip for me. I'll support your neck. All right. I'm going to take your linen off from the top going down to the bottom, okay?
Okay.
So you may feel me pulling and tugging, but it is perfectly fine. All right, I'm going to roll some things up under you, okay?
Okay.
So for the time being, until I get this done, you're going to feel a little bit of a knot behind your back, but that is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna lift this foot. Really good. If at any time you need a break from turning and having your face close to that rail, just let me know and I can let you come back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. The seam is down. Put this on the corner. Okay. I'm gonna lay this across you. Alright, I'm gonna put a draw sheet over you, okay?
Okay.
And what this draw sheet does is if for any reason we need to slide you up in the bed, it's gonna be there as an assistance, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna do your absorbent pad just in case anything was to happen. Alright, I'm gonna roll this down. Alright, Mr. Layden, I'm gonna tuck this under you as much as possible, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm gonna have you do now is after I sit up these side rails, I'm gonna have you turn all the way towards me and I'm gonna come around to the other side, okay? But when you do turn, there's gonna be a big hump behind your back, but that's okay, it's just the linen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And you are good to turn, sir. Okay. Let me lay this pillow up under you. Okay. I'm gonna take off my linen from the top down to the bottom, rolling it, ensuring that it does not come on me. Dispose of this properly. Go to the head of the bed. Let's get you back covered, Mr. Lane. Okay, I'm just making sure there's no wrinkles in your bed, okay? Okay, you are fine to roll back onto your back, sir. Okay, how's that feel?
Better.
Everything feels better? Good. All right, now that we do have your gown on you, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, okay? This top sheet, okay? So I'm just going to roll this down. I'm gonna put it to about here, and I'm gonna get your top sheet, and we're gonna cover you, okay? Okay. I will go and grab a top sheet. I have a fresh clean top sheet, okay? I just grabbed it out of your closet right across from us, okay?
Okay.
Alright, let's cover you up. I'm gonna have you hold on to this, okay? Okay. Lift up this rail. Now that I'm over here, I'm gonna lift this rail as well. Okay. I'm gonna take this undersheet off, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Close this properly. Alright, let's turn this sheet. Alright, I'm gonna tuck this down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get it tucked. Can you lift those feet for me? There we go. Get nice and tucked. Alright, I'm gonna do your top comforter, okay?
Okay.
Now, do you want it opened all the way, or do you want it folded in half since it's a bit chilly today?
I want to open all the way.
All the way, sounds good. Let's not cover your face. How does that feel?
Good.
Okay. Alright, let's tuck this at the bottom of the bed. Lift those toes for me one more time. You're pretty tall, so your feet are at the end of the bed. Okay. I'm gonna do my quarters. Nice and snug. Looking nice. That doesn't feel too tight on your feet, does it?
No.
Okay. Lift my corners. And my corners are. Everything still feels good for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's change this pillowcase out now, okay? Alright, lift your head for me for just a second. Okay, I'm gonna dispose of this. Let's put this on your pillow. Still doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Unroll my pillowcase. Okay. Alright, Mr. Lano, lift up that neck nice and high. How does that feel?
Good.
Alright, everything feels nice and snug and warm and comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and brush your teeth because you know it's about lunchtime, okay?
Okay.
That sound good? Okay. While I do that, I'm gonna give you your call light, okay?
Okay.
What this is gonna do is this is gonna call me if there's any kind of an emergency, okay?
Okay.
But if not, me or one of my fellow colleagues will be in here in about an hour to check on you. So if it's an emergency, just then you can hit the button and call us, okay? Okay, let's raise up the head of your bed. You tell me when to stop. I have all 3 rails up. Your bed is at its lowest position and it's locked, okay? All right, let's go do your dentures. I have my sink here. I'm gonna take a towel, put it in the bottom of the sink. So that way, if for any reason I drop the dentures or they fall, we don't break any of the dentures because these are very expensive. Okay. I'm going to take the water that's already in the cup, pour it out, set it to the side for now. Okay. Let's wash off any of the leftover residue of the dentures. Rinse them really well. Get some toothpaste and our toothbrush, and we're gonna clean all of the adhesive from the dentures and all of the food particles from the previous day, making sure to get in between each tooth. Okay, get the back underneath the gum. We're going to rinse it really well, set it to the side for now on a clean towel. Same thing with the other set, rinse them really well. Toothpaste, toothbrush, cleaning really well. Okay, getting rid of my toothbrush. All right, rinsing. And now that I've rinsed out the cup, I'm gonna put fresh water in here. Lay the dentures gently in the cup. Put the lid on the cup. Make sure that my client's name and their date of birth or room number is gonna be on the cup, so that way they don't get misplaced. All right, set them